Hey guys, Hamsterwheel here with a new video, and today I'm going to show you a few ways to gear up your character on the Wrath of the Lich King server Gamer District. Now, one of the reasons why I'm a fan of the server is the high leveling rate. The downside of this is that when you hit level 80, your gear is total garbage. But we're going to fix that, so without further ado, let's get the show on the road. Okay, now before we actually start gearing this character up, I figured it would be kind of fun to see what exactly my stats, gear and gear score is and how much DPS I can actually pull as of right now. So at the moment I have 983 bonus damage, 709 bonus healing, 28 hit rating, 12.65 crit chance, 75 haste rating, 206 mana regen, and my base stats are 121 strength, 71 agility, 349 stamina, 357 intellect, 198 intellect, 7,712 armor, and I have a gear score of 1420. And my DPS? Well, on a target dummy I'm doing about 1850 DPS self-buffed. Yeah, there is definitely a lot of room for improvement, but we'll take care of this. So for starters we're gonna do something quick and simple, the Amphitheater of Anguish. The quest chain for this starts in Dalaran in the sewers at Shifty Vickers. Once we talk to him, we're off to the arena, and from there on out we can start the group quests. Normally you have to do this with a few other people, but I was lucky enough to have my friend Shepard giving me a boost. Once you're done with the last quest, you have the option of choosing between some item level 175 weapons, which is great if you're still rolling around with a random green. So our next order of business is doing some dailies in the Grizzly Hills for Avenger coins. And with these coins you can buy some half decent blues. There's a few dailies you can do as shown on the map right now. They're all around level 75ish and they only take a few minutes to complete. And after getting a bunch of coins we're off to the Avenger Bay to buy some rewards. Now for some reason the vendors on the server are bunched up and right next to them are two elite horde guards. So you gotta be quick with your purchase or else you get killed. Yeah, I know, it's a bit of an inconvenience, but it is what it is. I'll put a link in the video description below this video so you can see exactly what you can buy from the vendors. So for this character I bought the Avenger Co Lightning Rod. It's only item level 150, but I didn't even have an item in that slot yet, plus it's only 30 Venture coins, which only took me about 10 minutes to complete, so it's a quick and easy item to get. Next up we're going to do some quests at the Argent Vanguard, which is northeast of Dalaran. Why are we doing these quests? Well, you see, not only does Gamer District have 7 times experience rate, it also has 7 times reputation rate, making it very easy and fast to gain rep with factions and get some gear that way. The Argent Crusade definitely has some nice items for my shamans, including a male headpiece and an epic ring. A full list of all the items that you can get will be in the video description. Anyway, let's start off by doing some quests. Once you hit friendly, I advise you to go to the Quartermaster and pick up the Tabard. The Tabard will give you extra reputation when you're doing dungeons, and since the reputation here is 7 times, as I explained before, you can get a ton of rep from that as well. It's usually a good idea to pick up the Tabard right away when you're grinding rep for a faction, then join the dungeon fighter and wait in the queue while doing quests. Also during this quest line we're getting an item level 174 trinket, so that's a nice little bonus. Alright, so after a bunch of quests and a random dungeon, I got to Exalted. So it's time to pick up this wonderful epic ring and blue headpiece. It did take me some time to get to Exalted, but the rewards are nice, the quests were fun, and I got a bunch of gold from doing them as well, which we'll definitely need later on in the video. So now it's time to gain reputation with the Sons of Hodir. Once again, I'll link the items you can get in the description below this video. For starters, we need to go to K3 right here on the map, and accept the quest, They Took Our Men. This is quite a lengthy quest chain and it will take you some time to complete, but like the Argent Crusade quest chain, they are quite enjoyable to do and you get some nice money from doing them. Right, and after quite a few quests later, we are here at Thorum to hand in the final quest, and there we go, Exalted with the Sons of Hodir. So here we are at the vendor, and there's a few things we can buy, including some mounts, some enhancement gear, and this blue item level 200 kill that will definitely come in handy, plus the shoulder enchant for when we find some nice shoulders for this character. And there we go, we're all done with the Sons of Hodir. Next we're gonna get rep with the Kirin'tor, because they have some nice items as well. Again, there will be a link in the video description with the items that you can get for this faction. There are several quest chains you can do for this faction, including a Disturbance in the West, Monitoring the Rifts, Cleft Cliff Anomaly, and multiple quests at the Transit the Shield in the Boring Tundra, such as Reading the Meters and Secrets of the Ancients. These quests combined should provide you enough rep to get to Revered at the very least, which will definitely give you some nice items. So there we go, some time later and I'm Revered with the Kirin'tor. Let's go to Dalaran and see what I can get for this character. And as it turns out, I can get a few nice things for my Shaman, including a head enchant, a decent cloak, and a better weapon than what I got from the Amphitheater of Anguish that we did in the beginning. Okay, so remember I said earlier that we're gonna need all the gold we get through questing? Well, that's because we're going to resort to buying things off the auction house. You see, on Gamer District ICC is already out, which means some really powerful item level 264 gear is for sale here on the auction house. Some of it is really expensive, but some items are actually pretty cheap, including these awesome pants for less than 400 gold. So my recommendation is to check the auction house here for bargains that will give you a huge gear increase. Okay, so what did I end up buying? Well, these pants for less than 400 gold as mentioned before. This belt for 3500 gold, which isn't exactly cheap, but still decent money considering it's an item level 264 belt. This shield for 350 gold, this ring for 700 gold, and these blue bracers for only 150 gold. I'm also putting some epic gems in these two items, which were around 500 gold a piece. Again, not exactly cheap, but 1, with the amount of quests we did, you should have no problem collecting this money, and 2, they're on par with gear that drops in ICC 25-man mode, so it would be a shame to cheap out on the gems. Alright, so the last thing I'll mention is Windsor Grasp, because Windsor Grasp is a great way to get some quick honor and some extra cash. With the honor you can buy either item level 232 armor sets, separate item level 245 gear, or even item level 264 gear, but of course that costs more honor. Honestly, Windsor Grasp is definitely something you should check out, as it doesn't take too long, it gives you a lot of honor, and with only a few matches you can already buy an item or two to really help you upgrade your gear. So after just 2 Windsor Grasp battles, I managed to gain enough honor points for a brand new necklace and brand new bracers. So there we go, it's been kind of a long journey, but we managed to get many items in the process, so now it's time to see just how much we improved this character. Let's look at the old stats one more time. I had 983 bonus damage, 709 bonus healing, 28 hit rating, 12.65% crit chance, 75 haste rating, 260 mana, 121 strength, 71 agility, 349 stamina, 357 intellect, 198 spirit, 7,712 armor, and my gear score was 1420. And with the new stats, I have 1,811 bonus damage, 1,537 bonus healing, 84 hit rating, 22.04% crit chance, 239 haste rating, 407 mana regen, 121 strength, 71 agility, 898 stamina, 894 intellect, 178 spirit, 13,060 armor, and my gear score is now 3,640. So all those stats and stuff are fine and dandy, but what about the thing that matters the most? Damage. Well, the DPS I managed to pull before we started was a measly 1850 DPS. With this new gear though, I'm managing to pull a steady 3000 DPS. That's an increase of 62%. I don't know about you, but I'm very happy with the results. In some cases I doubled the stats that I had before we started, and from here on out I can start doing Vault of Archivon, Trial of the Crusader, and maybe even Nax 10 normal. So there you have it folks, plenty of ways to gear up your freshly dinged level 80 on Gamer District. I hope I was able to help you with this guide, and as always, I want to thank you for watching this video. I'm Hamsterwheel and have a good one.